helping children fight against childhood cancer, helping adults fight against cancer, helping the ones that are in need. Ladies and gentlemen, we are WFC.
I know, it's much prettier than I was. Man, I remember why I bought gauntlets. I could never get my jacket off.
Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Where'd you get it?
Oh, over there. And making his way to the ring now, to the pulpit. He hails from St. Petersburg, Russia. He is the Saint of St. Petersburg, the Russian renegade, and the sworn enemy of Tears everywhere. You're gonna win! Shirt. I'm not even gonna lie.
We welcome you to the opening contest of the main portion of tonight's show, WFC Night of Miracles, as we are about to see one-on-one competition between Dmitry Alexandrov and Wesley Crane. Crane, of course, now no longer a member of the Villains. He and Stephen Cruz both were, they were removed, but unlike Stephen Cruz, Mr. Crane was allowed to walk away because, and again, this is Tim's words, he's crazy, just like the Villains.
I mean, that's a level of respect there from Tim Rockwell.
I think so.
I mean, he said, listen, you can't be a part of us anymore, but we'll let you just leave with your head on a platter if you'd like. And now we see Crane and Dmitry Alexandrov to open it this evening, and now,
Come on! You gotta be smarter than that! Come on, man!
Okay, well, I mean, we've got a guy who's crazy, and the other one is Wesley Crane. I've said it.
At some level, I like the, oh man, huge heel throw there by Alexandrov, who then charges in with the forearm. We're going to try to repeat it here.
Good Lord!
And again, same thing. I look at this almost like a battle of the X's, because both of these men have a tag team partner in common, that being one Skylar Faden.
Well, I mean,
they were champions. Both pairings were champions here in WFC.
Yeah, the Pen Pals, and then, of course, as members of the Villains, also they were known as the Resistance, speaking of Crane and Faden. But now things have changed for both men as a hard sidewalk slam is delivered to Crane.
And I was intrigued when the introductions were being made and both of these men were coming to the ring, because I couldn't help but notice that Wesley Crane was wearing one of Dmitry Alexandrov's new T-shirts.
Which is actually not in any kind of way endorsing Dmitry. It's more so of the insult, because if you look at it, and Crane's this nuts to where...
Oh, look, you say that
right on cue.
Using the ring apron, or the ring skirt, as a weapon there, throwing it over the face of Dmitry Alexandrov and then pummeling him from the outside.
Getting to my point there again, he was wearing, oh, nice, as a float over into a face plant. That can do it. Only a 2 count. As my point was getting to is that him wearing that shirt, Dimitri's shirt, was not a show of respect. More so, it's an insult, because that's exactly how he feels, as he's just a T-shirt. He doesn't see Dmitry as a threat. He's just nothing more than a guy who puts out a cool shirt. And Crane is as crazy as they come, much like, maybe not on the same exact level as Morrison, who we saw earlier in the VIP, but he definitely is a more cerebral crazy.
Yeah, Wesley Crane absolutely was the type of crazy to get inside your head and use those things like wearing your T-shirt and just as a mocking insult against you. And now Crane, with this unique offense that he has, going all over the ring to finally execute a senton.
Delivered on the
again, straight middle of the ring, and Alexandrov able to muster the power to kick out of that.
Alexandrov, as you can tell, has the size advantage over Crane, but I don't think he has the agility of a Wesley Crane. And I dare say, Crane is probably, as we see a nice swift thrust kick to the jaw, Crane could very well possibly be the tougher of the two. And I say that because Crane is he's invulnerable to pain.
Yeah, Crane is another, you brought up the comparison to Morrison earlier. It's a standing moonsault, but Alexandrov catching him. Picking him up by the head and neck and tossing Crane across the ring.
That was unique. I don't think I've ever seen something like that pulled. Oh, and just taking the legs right out from underneath Andrew.
A swift recovery there by Crane. And now Crane dives in, but again, nobody home.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Crane catches himself. I'm not sure that Alexandrov's aware. He was not. As he charged in, is met with a kick to the face.
This is what I'm talking about. This is that cerebralness that I was talking about Wesley Crane. Just when you thought, like you did, you assumed that he missed, and as he's going to go to the well again.
Oh, just catapulting the entirety of his body into Alexandrov.
But the first attempt at that, you thought he had missed, but in all actuality, Crane knew he was moving, so he looked around and hooked his leg on that top rope, or legs, rather.
And a bit of an overconfidence on the part of Crane, as he did that sit-down pin, picked one leg up, but really did not try to secure the pin.
Oh, wow, look at the strength here of Crane.
Very, very deceptively strong.
Oh, but Alexandrov escaped there.
And Alexandrov now hooking. Crane's going to try to suplex him.
Whoa, hey, guys.
Outside onto the apron. Both men now changing blows on that ring apron. And spit straight to the face of Alexandrov.
Well, we saw here Alexandrov putting the stamp on his feud with Meklikov not too long ago in a Russian chain match. But Crane is a different sort altogether. And was he trying to pile drive him?
I think so. Crane fighting the pile driver off. I'm amazed that Alexandrov really is going for that.
Oh, but look at this. Oh my God.
A DVD onto the ring apron. And fans, we mentioned this before, but that ring apron part is the hardest part of the ring. There is no give. Those boards sitting on the outlying frame of the ring. There's not a bounce like there is to a certain extent in the middle.
Crane not only showing his strength there, but his vicious side, hitting that DVD.
Is there really any other side to Wesley Crane?
Well, you know, I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out completely. I don't even think you ever can. Oh, but look at that. He caught him.
And then just shoves him off.
Oh, nice
Crane,
knee.
Crane comes back with a knee strike. And now Crane assessing the situation. Going to go maybe for a pile driver of his own. Nope. Alexandrov reverses him, but Crane lands on his feet.
Crane's so agile.
Swing and a miss there. And a kick. And a back and forth. Alexandrov.
Oh my Lord!
Destroyer.
Well, he's definitely not Canadian.
Destroyer?
Yes. It's a Russian destroyer, and that is a delayed Russian destroyer at that. Who would have thought that of all people to pull that off, Dmitry Alexandrov, and somehow I thought for a second Crane had put the brakes on it, but sure enough, Alexandrov with enough momentum to send Crane around the world and hit that Russian destroyer. But
Alexandrov back to his feet first.
Crane those back up, like I said, invulnerable to pain.
And Alexandrov with a quick clothesline, and then just a simple back elbow, putting Crane down on both occasions. Ripcord out.
Oh, wow.
Foot to the side of the face, and then side salto. But Crane simply crawls to the corner. He wasn't laid out by that, and again,
that's what I'm telling you.
Alexandrov not aware of this. As he charges in, he is able to connect, though, and perhaps Crane a little more rattled than we gave him credit. Nope. Crane took a blow in order to get that position right there.
Oh, wow. Stiff forearm shot. Crane's definitely not a bear, so Dimitri's not fighting what he's used to, supposedly.
Oh, beautiful crossbody, but Alexandrov.
Oh, wow.
Referee counting two, but Alexandrov using the muscle to pick Crane up.
Well, because he knew it wasn't going to take, or it's going to take more than just a reverse of a crossbody.
Hoisting Crane over the top.
Oh, he got him.
Maybe again going for a DVD.
Oh, wow. He hit it. He hit his finisher right there.
And not enough to keep Wesley Crane down.
Not enough body on body. Like I said, don't underestimate Wesley Crane here. Crane is definitely, we said it earlier, he may be vicious, he may be psychotic, but the guy has definitely have every skill in the book to win any match on any given night.
Float over by Crane. O'Connor roll now. And he pulls the tight.
That's what I'm saying.
Your winner, Wesley Crane.
That's what I'm saying.
Wesley Crane.
Let it rain,
so much
let it rain, let the storm rage,
That's all. That's one of the bases of his game. We saw something very similar to that earlier in the match with CRD and Morrison. And coincidentally, this time it was the crazy one that was actually able to pull it off.
Jordan Fox is going to get a win here with the victorious Wesley Crane.
Take it away, Foxy.
Get a word real quick. So we seen you walk away from the Villains 3 weeks ago, and you kind of had your hands full with Dmitry tonight. Are we seeing a softer Wesley Crane?
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess that's the answer to that.
Foxy, you might want to think twice when you go up to Wesley Crane.
Let's start with some lower ball questions. Hang on, what's going on back here?
Listen here, big man. Here's the thing. You're the champion. I took tonight off. John's here. We're here for you. This belt doesn't mean anything tonight. It's all about the heavyweight championship. You understand?
Dude, it doesn't matter how many times you wrestle Paul. Paul can't beat you, man. You know that. We've said it every time.
Absolutely. No matter how many number one contenderships that guy wins, he's never going to take this from you.
This is the last one.
You're the best.
The last one.
The last
one and done. No more, Paul. Oh, no more.
Barry.
This is it. Tonight is it. Tonight over. It. Focus. Okay? Listen. I need you to make sure JD doesn't sneak inside this building.
About JD. He's not coming in.
I need to make sure, John, you keep the villains in order tonight. I need the villains tonight.
You got the villains?
You got it. No striker.
Right here.
No Dexter. I'm ready to show. I'm keeping this championship. The man. Paul will beat me. I need the villains tonight. I didn't use the villains in October, but I will guarantee the villains tonight.
Paul can't.
I'm going to find Shirley. Man. Right off. It's all about Tim. We keep Tim safe.
Yeah.
Keep Tim happy. Us.
We got a nice veteran.
Relax. Reed's here, man. We got Reed in the house. Reed, we got the all not meant to. We're being really hurtful now. Look at this. You're being extremely rude. Look at this. Hold on.
I can see myself in this. I'm a two-time.
Two-time? Don't understand that.
Two-time.
Guys, listen. I've been trying to tell you, JD's out there at your car right now. Doing car? He's at your car. The Charger.
The villain red Charger.
I'm trying to tell you.
The villain red Charger.
What's he doing? Charger. Well, we got okay. It's shiny. I don't know. Hey.
Well, it looks like problems already tonight for the villains.
But it's time for tea time. Are you ready to put your feet up? I can't answer that phone because you know it's going. It's fucking going.
gentlemen, your next match this evening is a tag team match. It is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WFC Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers. They are the team of the Viceroy of Boiler, Richie Adams Esquire, and the Luxembourg Beast, Dirty Dutch Hagen. Together, they are London Calling. And introducing now their opponents. They are your reigning and defending WFC Tag Team Champions, the Wizard of the Sea, RIKER and Bishop Nasty!
The Wizard of the Sea and the Reverend of Soul, RIKER and Bishop Nasty taking on London Calling.
So he's a reverend and a bishop?
No. Well, yes, I guess.
That's not possible. That's not possible.
Again, he's teaming with a man who's a Wizard of the Sea.
So you're actually agreeing with me that this guy's crazy.
All things are possible here in WFC.
What is that, Burnham 413? I don't know. I'll ask the bishop about it later and have him let me know exactly what the deal is. You call him the Bishop of Soul. That makes sense.
I just go by what he says, and right now, Nasty and Hagen trying to blindside the tag champs, but the champions are standing tall. Now, I do have it under good authority that just last Saturday...
Are you sure about this?
I am sure of this. I did hear this from a reliable source. That just last Saturday, Richard Pierce was in Tulsa.
Really?
And had a special meeting apparently with London Calling. Of course, Richard Pierce no longer allowed to be here at WFC.
Travesty.
Losing his career.
Travesty.
But that doesn't mean apparently that London Calling is still not benefiting from the advisory scenario there from Pierce. And Pierce made a special trip up here from Florida. And of course, brought Gary Poppins with him.
Why do you always have to say it like that?
I just don't understand why. When you're going to meet at a Village Inn in Tulsa, why do you need your own personal servant there? You've got a wait staff.
What is wrong with having somebody bring you your food? I'm sure that person at the drive-thru gave you your food earlier.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Anytime that you go through a drive-thru or any of those restaurants that you like to call good food when it's really just sucky food that you like to call fast food, you know as well as I do, they're serving you. They are serving you, and you don't complain about it, do you?
I was not complaining about the wait staff. I was complaining about or questioning the
You
logic
were questioning his logic of having somebody
his
come and give him
personal
food.
Servant,
So
and there are people paid to do what he was. Never mind.
He does pay. He pays Gary very well.
I bet he doesn't. All right, Richie Adams now throwing Bishop Nasty back into the ring.
Well, I'm
Adams
sure.
and Nasty working on the inside. Hagen now making his way over to the corner and apparently suffering the worst of wear as Adams drops Nasty down.
Well, I'm sure Bishop would like to have Richie Adams give him some penance here.
Well,
You can't pinky me?
You can't pinky me.
You can't pinky me.
I'll have to add that to his Oklafan bio.
I mean, he literally just dropped the pinky right on his eye.
He definitely did after brushing it off the shoulder. Tag.
No. He didn't brush off the shoulder. He was wiping off the truancy.
The truancy.
The truancy.
You know that means that someone's skipping school, right?
Silence, you. Now look at that. You see this right here, Sir Adams helping out his king, Hagen.
Helping out his king. He's working over Bishop Nasty behind the referee's back.
They are a team. What do you expect them to do? Why don't you actually just do the right thing and give them their props? Give them their due because they're in a match with the tag team champions for the tag team titles.
Yes, but well, if they're victorious here today, maybe Maybe I'll find a way to give them their props.
Okay, so you're telling me that European uppercut right there that knocked some sense into Bishop Nasty didn't knock any sense into you?
I have no reason to believe that it knocked sense into Bishop Nasty because he already had plenty of sense in him.
Does he? You're the one that just claimed that he said he was a reverend and a bishop. Like, are you really trying to argue some kind of semantical logic with me?
I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with the fact that Dutch Hagen just threw a man the size of Bishop Nasty up and over him. And referee Chance Snodgrass down for the pinfall attempt, but again, only good enough for 2. London Calling certainly working well here. They have Bishop Nasty.
And they're at the disadvantage.
In their side of the ring. Why are they at the disadvantage?
Oh, I don't know. Let's think. Champion's advantage for 1. And let's also remember, you've got a guy the size of RIKER on your team. Look at Hagen.
Yeah, you got a guy the strength of Dutch Hagen on. I mean,
I'm not doubting the strength, but I mean, come on. I'm not talking anything, and I am very well aware that Adams could beat anybody on any given day. But let's look at it. Nasty and
Nasty's
RIKER.
so close to the tag there.
Oh, you know what he's close to is a wheelbarrow suplex on the canvas.
And again, London Calling truly isolating Bishop Nasty in their half of the ring.
You know, Bishop, he could have actually been a great servant.
Oh, look out, picking up Nasty. Running
Yes!
by Adams. That teamwork that you talk about, and RIKER in.
Just barely to make the save.
Right, and again, referee ordering RIKER from the ring. He's not legally allowed to be in there until he makes the tag. And Bishop Nasty has basically fought this entire match on his own as he was cornered and isolated from early on.
Well, you know why that is? Because I have it on my own good authority after speaking to Sir Adams. He and King Hagen approached Bishop Nasty on his return to WFC.
RIKER from behind. RIKER's had enough.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous.
And RIKER now dragging Nasty over to the corner.
Really?
Well, all he's got to do is get Nasty in the corner and make the tag. There's the tag.
Well, that's
Here comes
ridiculous.
RIKER.
That wasn't fair. Well, you know what? As I was saying, I had it on good authority that King and Sir had actually gone to Nasty to say, hey, we want you to be one of our people. We want you to be on our kingdom and be a great advisor. And now here we are. This is going to be Hagen and Adams getting back at them. This is a bump in the road.
If this is Hagen and Adams getting back at RIKER, I'd hate to see them actually being on the receiving end.
This is RIKER and Nasty that they're getting back at.
Tag, here comes Adams in, but well, tag there, and now Nasty really making his way in before the tag was carried out, but now all 4 men in the ring. Referee has kind of lost control of this as RIKER trying to direct a little bit of traffic.
Oh, you think Chad Snodgrass is going to tell RIKER what to do?
I don't know that Chance can tell anybody what to do.
Oh, I know that right then, Dutch Hagen actually just got thrown right into a brick wall.
Oh, here comes an altar call.
An altar call, huh?
That's what he said.
I guess that's what happens when you get saved.
Yep. And
Hallelujah.
London Calling look like they've been through the Berlin Blitz here as they are scattered.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
Hagen motioning for a timeout.
Yes. No, it's not a timeout. It's tea time.
Yes. They're
Tea
calling
time.
for tea time.
Get it. Where? All right, good. Rehydration is important. It's key to tea. Tea is the key. Tea is the key.
RIKER and Nasty are waiting at least for tea time. No, RIKER, sorry, I take it back. Nasty not going to wait any longer. Nasty, boom!
Oh, my Lord!
You talk about getting religion.
Oh, I got tea in the face.
How in the world does Chance Snodgrass not call a disqualification for that?
Well, because it was ridiculous. He hit him so hard that he made him spit out his tea.
And now there's more?
Yes, more tea. More tea.
You should sell this stuff at the concession stand.
Well, now RIKER's trying to get the crowd amplified.
Oh, RIKER off the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my, what in the world?
Did RIKER just clothesline Nasty? RIKER just hit his own partner.
Why? Why would...
Well, I didn't... Now, earlier when I saw Nasty come out here, RIKER had this look of disgust on his face for some reason, but I didn't expect this. No.
Riker picking up
Hey, Nasty, who's your daddy?
Oh, who's your daddy? Powerbomb. As if Nasty had not suffered enough abuse during this match. And now Riker.
Come on, Adams, Hagen, go!
Even London Calling is staring at this like,
Take it. Take this time, guys. Don't question it.
And they carefully make their way in, teacups in hand. And look at Hagen. I've never seen Hagen this scared in his life.
Well, Riker's just sitting there. Pin him, guys, pin him. It's wide open.
Well,
there you go.
Richie.
Count. That's one. New champions. New champions. What a hard-fought match.
Your winners and new WFC Tag Team Champions, Untitled.
Well, they may be champions, but they want nothing to do with Riker.
It doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, your new WFC Tag Team Champions, Sir Adams, King Hagen, London Calling is the new Tag Team Champions. Yes. See, I told you, P is P. P was P.
I still am flabbergasted. And I want to know why. Why did Riker do what he did? Why did Riker sacrifice his partner? No, not just sacrifice, obliterate.
No, sacrifice. That's a great word. Look at the face. Look at the faces of the new champions. Full of jubilation. Look at the ring.
I know, I'm watching the ring.
Look at Riker.
Riker just stare down at Nasty.
Look.
And Nasty looking up like, why? Why did you do what you did?
Oh, and look at this, Riker with just a boot.
Just
A
as
disgusted
if he's
look.
wiping his feet on a mat. They are just scraping off gum and dirt as he did that. Riker.
And now Riker is exiting the arena, almost looking like he's relieved to have this key off of his back. Look at this.
Fans, we're just in complete as much astonishment as everybody else here. I have no understanding whatsoever as to why Riker did what he did to Bishop Nasty, but I'm sure that somewhere we'll get some answers here. I know that Bishop Nasty wants some answers, and we certainly do as well.
I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that Riker, I mean, he had to carry Nasty all the way. I mean, we obviously know. Hey, listen to me. Riker was the muscle of that team, and he got tired of carrying the workload. I'm sure Nasty thought he was holding up his end of the bargain, but Riker didn't think so. He didn't feel that way. I guarantee you. You could tell that by the look on his face after that onslaught.
The referee is still working here to assist Bishop Nasty out of the ring. And you hear the WFC faithful here showing their support for Bishop Nasty, but obviously Nasty just as confused and obviously physically beaten down.
I just saw him, if you can read lips, which I'm able to do, and I know you can't. He just simply said, why?
Well,
Why?
That's the question. That is definitely the question. Why did Riker do what he did? And I tell you, I feel there's going to be a day of judgment come for Riker here, but I want some explanation before that day arrives.
Well, that clothesline from under the sea sent Bishop Nasty back to the pulpit. Oh, well, wait a minute now. Your favorite part, the best man to ever
I'm the type of guy who'll never settle down. Where pretty girls are, well, you know that I'm around. I kiss them and I love them, cause for me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them, they don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer, yeah, the Wanderer. I roam around. Oh, well, it's Flo on my left arm and there's Mary on my right. And Janie is the girl, well, that I'll be with tonight. And when she asks me which one I love the best, I tear over my shirt and I know a Rosie on my chest, cause I'm a wanderer, yeah, a wanderer. I roam around. Oh, well, I roam from town to town. I go through life without
Colt Kilbane.
It's so good to see that Coach Doggins has recovered from the imaginary bullet shot he took to the knee.
That was not a bad man. That was absolutely
just a look around, raising eyebrows on each face. Sometimes I don't mind, everything will be alright. Feeling so tight, walking in the bright light where everybody knows everything around me feels like going to extremes. An angel outside of me, and the other side that's make-believe. And all things change, and nothing stays the same. But I can't go to the show. It's time to go.
What he's doing here, he's throwing something around. And one more man in this triple threat match. Man, he was so close 3 weeks ago to becoming
Let it go. She walks merrily down the street with a red room when I roll. Ain't no sound, but the sound is free. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? While you're hanging on the edge of the seat. I don't go away, the bullets. Lead to the sound of me. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. I'm gonna hit you too. Another one bites the dust.
Where he's got to deal with 196 and
how do you think you're gonna get along without nowhere to go? You took me for everything that I had and take me out of my home. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand me? I don't go away the bullets to the center of me. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one gone and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites.
Luke Langley carving himself a niche in recent weeks.
Where's the other half of the match?
As the king of the multi-man match, and Luke Langley is pointing up a point that is true. This match actually advertised as a 6-man tag team match. It was going to be Langley and Sam and Aaron Anders teaming up against Kilbane.
Well, it may be half the fun.
Newcomers.
It may indeed be half the fun, but it's going to be twice the action here because we've got Kilbane, we've got Stackhouse, and we've got Langley. Burnham, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who has the most to gain from a victory in this match?
I would arguably say that Colt Kilbane has the most to gain in this situation. He's the most, I guess you could say, unproven talent. I'm not discounting his
unproven?
ability. Well, because he's the only man who's never held a championship here in WFC.
What does that matter? He's got the best brand and the greatest leader that you can have on your team.
Well, I will certainly argue that point until my dying day.
You really need to just suck it up and deal with it, Buttercup. Coach Doggins.
If anybody's been sucking it up here, I think it's Coach Doggins.
Oh, and you're one to talk. You're one to talk? Seriously? Again, you're trying to get into the most elementary of jokes towards a wonderful man, an inspirational leader.
He is a disgusting example of a human being, and I will say that again until he leaves my presence.
He's not even near you.
He's close enough. Stackhouse and Langley now. Langley asking Stackhouse to slam him down on Colt Kilbane. I really kind of wonder what the inspirational strategy is here from Coach Doggins, who just seems to be staring on while his man gets his posterior whooped.
Well, first off, he's not an athlete, so it's not like he can be in the ring with Kilbane.
That is the only true thing I've really ever heard you say about Coach Doggins.
Oh, shut up, Burnham.
Doggins is not an athlete.
Shut up, Burnham.
God knows he's tried to be, though, on a few occasions.
Well, you know what? You got to give props for a man trying as opposed to just sitting, right? Oh, that's right. You wouldn't know.
Oh, my goodness!
Poor
Earthquake
Kilbane.
Splash there from Sam. And again.
Oh, don't do it again.
Why?
Don't do this again. He was already flattened enough like a pancake. What are you trying to make him do?
They're calculating advantageous angles here.
Oh, whatever. What are you talking about?
Oh, I think
a little more space.
Over. Yeah, I think.
For what?
I think you're about to see here as Langley going to go off, Sam, and down.
All right, this is just starting to become stupid.
It was stupid from the moment Coach Doggins walked through the curtain, but that's beside the point.
Stop it, Burnham. You need to quit insulting somebody who's doing things you can't. Oh, and just a straight down atomic drop.
I can walk 5 steps without breathing hard. I don't think Coach Doggins can accomplish that.
Yeah, well, you can't blow a whistle like he can and get everybody's attention. Oh,
Nobody
this
is
is
paying
ridiculous.
attention to him right now. They're all watching.
This is a triple threat. This is a triple threat. What's with this double team?
That, it's
what?
I'm sure. All right, now Cole Kilbane appears to have been eliminated from this situation, and now we're going to get down to some actual wrestling.
Well, as far as I know, this is a triple threat match, not a 3-way dance, and there's no eliminations.
Stackhouse is Langley wanting the test of strength.
Is he serious right now?
Yes, he's serious right now. That guy's never liked me. I'm extremely serious. Have you not seen all the matches up to this point?
I've known Luke Langley pretty much his entire career. He's
I
always
know
a very
that you're
serious
absolutely
guy.
being a joker right now. Oh yeah, because that's going to cause you to lose. That's going to cause you to
there
lose.
You go.
This.
Oh, look at this, Langley.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Well, all
look
right,
at this.
Stackhouse now forcing Langley down, but Langley fighting up. Both men. Oh, Langley breaks. Langley double breaks and a spin kick to the midsection.
That's all right. Look at that. Sam absorbed it, coming back.
Swing and a miss there by Stackhouse. Spin wheel kick by Stackhouse. Does not miss, though. And now Kilbane decides that he wants to be part of this match again. Oh, low bridge.
Oh, timber.
As Kilbane makes his way in and goes straight to work on Langley.
I told you it was just going to be a matter of time. You had to have a timeout called there, and Doggins got to Kilbane, and they were talking over strategy. Just like any good team does. Shut up, Burnham. It was just any good team strategy playing to their strengths. That's what they were doing. They calculated a plan, formulated the plot, and now they're executing to perfection.
I think Coach Doggins needs a timeout. Might need his diaper changed too, but now Colt
You
Kilbane,
need to stop that. Doggins is recovering from a very serious injury.
Again, that was totally imaginary.
There's a flag on the play.
a man
That was a
with-
foul thing, a foul statement for you to make right there. That's a penalty. It'll cost you 5 minutes where you can't talk. Kilbane with the hard Irish whip from one pillar to post. And now Langley is at the weakest point in the match. And once again, full body weight thrown into that Irish whip.
Colt Kilbane.
Hey, you're not out of the penalty box yet.
There is no penalty box. If there's a penalty box, it needs to be taped down like in Les Nessman's office. Colt Kilbane now.
What?
Taking back, temporarily taking back over until the jaw jacker there by Langley.
Yeah, jaw jacking a little too much will cause you to get that jaw broken.
Langley with the Irish whip reversed by Kilbane as Langley goes up.
Oh, look at that!
Langley being carried out. Langley trying to shimmer down. Sunset flip takes down Kilbane. 1, 2.
Oh, rolls through with a hard clothesline.
Good recovery there by Kilbane.
See, this is why you need to give him more. You give him more props, Burnham. He deserves
If
it.
he were to dispose of that waste of flesh on the outside, I
Stop
probably would
calling
not
him
have a problem.
names. Stop insulting the man. You're nothing but a big bully. You're Bully Burnham. That's what you are.
Oh, running straight into the knee lift. And now a running forearm there by Langley. And again,
See, you sent him all out of whack, and look what you've done.
if my position here at commentary is sending Kilbane out of whack, Kilbane has more problems than I thought he did.
Oh, Luke Langley sure had a problem.
Yeah, there's a big problem. That's a 500-pound problem, squashing both men in the corner.
Oh, look at that. You know, I got to give it to Stackhouse. Look
Running
at-
bulldog and clothesline, just putting both Stackhouse's opponents down.
Well, you know, it's a credit to Sam Stackhouse as I was getting. The man has taken to a new diet and exercise regimen, has been very consistent with it. It's showing because he's not only dropped a few pounds, but he's become more. Holy moly!
Stackhouse propelling Kilbane across the ring.
He literally did not move. He did not move a single inch.
Kilbane ran straight into a brick wall.
Uh-oh.
And this is not going to be good for both of those men.
No, it is not.
Coach Doggins, you got to save your man if he can get over there fast enough.
Coach!
Look out!
No! That's not a cannonball. That was the whole cannon.
And Stackhouse covering Langley, hooks the leg, and somehow Langley gets the shoulder up. Kilbane rolling over to his stomach to prevent the pin attempt on his.
My Lord. Coach, we have water over here. This guy don't need it. Coach, I got water right here for you.
He's already tried to steal my water bottle twice.
Well, no, he was just making sure. No, he made sure the cap was tightened. I know you're accident prone. You could have spilled it all over this pricey equipment.
Big chop there by Stackhouse.
Look at that,
Another
right over there.
Irish whip here. Sam going for the black hole. Sam, but Langley slips out of that.
Nope. Oh, wow.
Stackhouse tries to block the foot, but catches an enziguri for his measures. And Langley now going for the swinging DDT.
Oh, man.
And carries Stackhouse all the way to the corner.
Spiked
right
him.
at the feet of Kilbane. Oh! Kilbane with a big spear.
Don't count Kilbane out.
Langley rolls to the outside. So Kilbane now has the choice. Does he face Sam, who's about to get on his feet? Or does he go after the weakened Langley? And Kilbane going to try to handle the big 500-pounder.
Well, Kilbane has gotten a more aggressive streak as of late through the inspirational teachings of that Coach Doggins. Oh, and look at that!
That's a spine buster on a 500-pound man.
I told you, more vicious, aggressive, and strong.
And Langley keeping the match alive.
Yeah, barely, because if he didn't get there when he did, this match was over.
Langley now at the mercy of Kilbane. Eat the feet tried there by Kilbane. Oh, dead! Down goes Langley. And shoulder up.
He's very much alive. I can't believe you thought that was it. You counted him out.
That's what Langley usually yells when he does that, but he didn't that time. Maybe he wasn't quite certain either.
Well, that's because he knew that it wasn't true. It was giving a false promise.
And Langley now going upstairs, perhaps for the double stomp from the top rope. Sam, though, going to move into position here. Going to try to catch Langley. Langley fighting Sam off. Headbutt by Langley.
Oh, but look at Kilbane.
Kilbane with a running European forearm. And now Kilbane going to hook.
Superplex coming.
But Sam from behind, clubbing forearm. And now one-man tower of doom here. But no, not really. Sam trying to pick up Kilbane. No, but Kilbane fights that off as well. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute.
Position here.
No, wait. Kilbane, you got to move.
Bad Moon Rising. A one-man Bad Moon Rising by Luke Langley.
No, this is...
It's Langley covering Sam.
No. Well, I got to imagine if he would have covered Kilbane.
Trying to grab hold of Kilbane, but...
That's that teaching of Doggins.
Doggins yanking his man clear of the ring.
He did not yank his man.
You're right. That would have involved physical exertion.
Kilbane
did not do that.
Oh, shut up again. Kilbane was right there near the ropes and ran out.
How do you run when you're flat on your stomach?
Well, you would know better if you actually had some physical activity like Coach Doggins. Oh, look at that.
Catches the foot after receiving quite a few of the label kicks.
Sam!
But Sam not satisfied with that. Sam going to go upstairs.
Oh, no way.
Sam's going to go for the moonsault.
No, he's not. Anybody that gets hit with this thing, I'm telling you, you might as well just put 6 feet under as it is.
Sam positioning himself but not aware that Colt Kilbane in from behind.
Incoming!
And Kilbane dumping Sam over the top.
All the
down
way.
The floor.
And now Kilbane going over to Langley. He's got him set up.
Look out. Ripcord.
No, sir.
Kilbane tries for the kick and blocked. Knee strike. Langley goes and
look at that.
Doggins again.
Yes.
That's fine. No disqualifications.
Hands
Let's
off.
Get you look at again, almost a collision.
Oh, no, in the chest. Oh, wait. Whoa. No.
What? Knee strike by Langley. Oh! Pull the trigger there. Langley hooking the leg. And Luke Langley picks up the victory.
Your winner, Luke Langley.
Well, Langley picked up what I would believe would be a momentous win for
Walks rarely down the street with a wind blowing out low.
Luke Langley
Ain't no
covering
sound,
now
but the sound is
from
free. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the way, the bullets.
less favorable outcome in this feud. Double D.
Well, this certainly does a good favor to him, puts him back in the running for our hometown heroes, maybe even a WFC title shot one day.
Langley, for his entire career, has never held a singles championship. You gotta believe that his eyes and his mind are firmly planted on either Alex Royal or whoever the winner will be. Tim Rockwell and Paul Porter.
Tim Rockwell. Without you,
Like I said, whoever the winner will be.
Paul can't beat Tim. No, in his movie, we saw it at the 7th anniversary show. But nonetheless, Langley picking up a huge victory. Gotta give him props for that.
Well, a great victory here for Luke Langley. Take out intermission. Well, we still have of course, our main event as Paul Puerto Rico gets one more shot.
Wait.
Look at this troglodyte.
Here.
What is going on?
I don't think so. No siree.
What we heard earlier, JD was
Listen,
he was tagging the villain's car.
luxury life is over. Get out of here.
This is beautiful.
Get out of here.
You're very privileged,
This right here, my man, is above your pay grade.
Oh,
pal.
way above my
So
pay
just go ahead and just. You know what?
2 weeks.
You want the
that
keys?
back.
You want the keys? Here. Get in there, get in.
In the truck! Let's
Double team the everyday man. JD.
Oh, no, he didn't.
JD and Alex.
Hey, wait a minute.
JD put the hometown heroes champion in the trunk.
Woo! Luxury lounge, baby.
Hey, no, you can't do this.
JD has the keys.
Where's the police? This is Grand Theft Auto.
I even start this thing. Push to start. Oh my god! Like in a spaceship.
No, this is...
John Ross.
Madman!
John! It's a bigger than JD. Over 100% sure.
Some loose change? No, you were rich, boy!
You think you'd have a price pass?
Found it.
Keep your eyes on the road. Even win one at the 7th anniversary. He's going to take on the definition. Give me a break.
Well, this rookie, as you call him, has certainly been making a lot of strides up that ladder, wanting to prove to everybody that he deserves to be here in WFC.
No. You want to talk about making strides up a WFC ladder. They don't get more strides terrific. This guy here. Alongside
Making his way to the ring now is the rightful queen, Erica. He hails from Denver, Colorado. Is the definition Double D.
this is a guy who has ascended the ladder rather quickly here in WFC over the last year. That cannot be debated, folks. By no means.
No, I will not debate the fact that Double D here in WFC.
A breakout. Not bad. This guy is absolutely on point. Is that 8 right now? That looks like 8. If you would consider yourself your queen, you're always on the world. But I'm sure you're going to call her and wish you would call her some other ones. And you are just a blast of
Sir, but I will hold off on doing so right now.
forever. That is peasant. You should totally stop. I mean, these two, when they come out, they make everything react around them so much so they have to like to agree with it.
3 weeks ago,
Tommy Dean just wishes that he had not only somebody with the elegance and class of Queen Erica, but the body, the smarts, the $1 billion body, along with a $1 trillion mind.
well, those billions and trillions of dollars are not impressing the WFC faithful as the resounding chants of Double Dork.
Because these guys, nobody out here can understand or even relate to Double D. Not somebody like me, I can understand. I get Double D. I understand Double D because he and I are from the same level of awesomeness. Whereas these people here in Claremore, and especially Tommy Dean, can come nowhere close to even fathoming what it's like on a day-to-day basis for guys like myself and Double D. I know you can't either, but sorry for your luck.
I'm really just waiting for you to stop putting yourself over.
Oh, wait a minute.
Here comes Tommy Dean. Tommy Dean with a jackhammer in there, too. And Double D absolutely looking for higher ground here. Swinging a miss there, blocked by Dean.
Well, the only reason
I wish the Double D would have opponents that would not have names that sound like his.
First off, the only reason Tommy Dean even has this advantage that he does right now is because of that cheap shot. That's exactly all that was a cheap shot.
The bell rang. The match was underway. I can't help it if Double D was still shaking off all his regalia.
First off, it's not just regalia. It is the definition of definition. And you know what? It just goes to show my point that Tommy Dean is nothing more than a sore loser who has to take a cheap road and take a cheap shot on Double D just to gain an advantage.
Do you seriously sit there and tell me that Double D would not do the same thing if he had the opportunity?
We're not talking about Double D, are we?
We are. We're talking about
Tommy Dean. I didn't say anything about Double D except that he got jumped. He was jumped.
Method, we are talking about Double D. Whoa! And he got chopped there. And that was in front, not from behind.
Well, if Tommy Dean needs to be smart about this, he can't win the match on the outside.
He can't, but he can certainly soften Double D up.
You mean more so than when he did that cheap shot earlier?
Maybe he needs to aim a little bit lower and go after those abs.
Listen, just because you're jealous of his abs. No!
Oh!
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you try stuff like that.
Well, that is not going to bode well for Tommy Dean. As you see Double D trying to go and take advantage of that hand that collided with the steel ring post. Tommy Dean rolling in to break the count. Referee forced to start over again as these two men continue to battle on the outside. And what is Queen Erica doing? Well, totally missing. That was a complete air ball, fans.
Well, she was just coming to give her man a hug.
I don't think even the Swiss judge would have given that any style points.
What does the Swiss judge have anything to do with this match?
Well, they're neutral.
Where do you get these from, Burnham? You pull them out of a history book?
And now, Queen Erica calling for a timeout. I hate to inform her, but there are no timeouts in wrestling.
Well, you know what I can inform you of?
There are tea times, apparently, but no timeouts.
Yeah, you know what I can inform you of is that beatdown that we just saw on Tommy Dean. Dean wants to play with the big boys and compete in the big leagues. We've already seen that he couldn't handle Alex Royal last month, and I highly doubt, with an injured hand now, that he'll be able to handle Double D as D throws his hand right back into the same post that caused the initial damage.
Well, I can't fault Double D for taking advantage of this situation because it was indeed the over-exuberant Tommy Dean who he's caused himself
injury. Did you hear that?
I think everybody in Claremore heard that.
I know I heard that kick to the side of the head, too. Maybe knock some sense into him.
D down with the cover, hooks the leg on one.
Referee, if he'd have gotten down there faster, it would have been a 3.
Well, if fish had legs, they'd be horses.
What?
We can't. We're talking about ifs and whens and maybes. Because if the referee got down there. Well,
are you sure that was just Mountain Dew inside that can?
I'm feeling it. I'm doing the dew.
I don't need to hear about what you're feeling or doing, okay?
Tommy Dean fighting back here. Again, trying to protect that injured hand. Shot to the abs with the injured hand there. The exuberance overcoming him momentarily. And now, D blocking both arms.
Yes, indeed.
Turning over, going to drop him down.
Oh, listen to that beautiful praise.
The screechy.
It is not screechy.
Oh, it's very screechy.
It is not screechy. You're screechy. Yes. Yes.
See, and they start chanting for Double Dork, and now he's going to be upset about it.
Well, because he didn't say chant Double Dork, he said chant Double D.
Well, they're just filling out the rest of the name. I'm sure that's it.
Now I hear it, Double D. Double D. I hear it. Now they're getting some sense.
A mixture of Double Dork and Tommy Dean.
No, it is not. It is saying Double D. You know how I know that? Because there's no way. Well, you know what? There is a way, but I'm trying to give a benefit of the doubt.
And again, a drive-by.
That was wonderful. Good job, my queen. Very well done.
Would you like to leave the broadcast booth so you can go kiss her butt a little bit more physically?
First off, that is not something I do. Double D, that is that's his woman. Just saying. I would never think of doing such foul things to that queen, and you shouldn't either, for that matter. Double D right now has the advantageous position right now as Dean is backed in the corner and just continuing to work on that hand injured earlier in the match.
Yeah, Double D taking advantage of every opportunity here, yanking that arm around the middle rope. And he's got a 4 count until disqualification, and he well knows that. Now slamming it down on the top turnbuckle. And those pads are only there to prevent a little bit of protection. They don't really...
They just look good.
They don't,
they're aesthetics.
straight right hand by the definition of definition. And these fans are really coming alive. The WFC faithful want to see Tommy Dean finally grasp that brass ring.
He can't do it with a broken hand.
Well, he can get out of the way with two good legs. And he seems to be able to be doing that pretty well right now. Kick to the midsection. Dean.
Oh, yeah, like I said.
Suplex, but can't hold. But he,
Oh, and look at that. That was smart of Dean, wasn't it? Clasp your hands together, give it a wide open shot. That was great. Great wrestling, Tommy. Wonderful. Good God, that was amazing. But that kick was better.
Dean dropped toe hold into the corner post, or the center turnbuckle, I should say.
Yes!
Springboard knee to the side of the face, and that way may well be.
That's
here.
over. It's
But
over.
No, it's not. Not quite yet.
D, don't get frustrated now. You've got the advantage. He's got Dean right where he needs him to be.
Tommy Dean trying to shake off the injury to that left hand. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, but certainly maybe get some feeling back inside of it.
It's not going to do him any good.
And now Double D, I think, was looking to interlace his fingers with Dean's. Maybe crank that up, twist it, apply extra pressure to the potentially broken fingers of Tommy Dean.
I mean, if anything, you can keep it not only injuring that hand where the fingers may already be broke, but why don't you work on that wrist too? That's something Double D's keeping in mind. These idiots out here screaming for Tommy.
Well, and missed opportunity there by D. And a chop with the good hand. Tommy Dean putting the right hand to good use, knowing the left one can't do much. And his feet are both perfectly fine as well. Stomp to the toes and a knee shot.
He's trying to gain something of an advantage.
And look at Erica.
What?
Erica grabbing at Tommy Dean's leg.
Yes! Suplex followed up with a hard running knee. That's it. Count him down, ref. 2.
The referee says 2 as Tommy Dean kicked out. And I could see from our vantage point that Double D's feet were probably under the ropes over here, but it doesn't matter because the match continues as Dean was able to get out of that pin attempt.
Stop trying to look for different things that aren't there. His feet being under the ropes probably didn't even exist. You're just trying to think of ways to give Dean excuses later on.
Tommy Dean doesn't need excuses.
Oh, really?
Tommy Dean's a fighter. Tommy Dean is a kid who just will not quit.
Tommy Dean is a kid who's lost when it matters. And if he isn't careful, he's going to lose his career once that hand is shattered.
He may well have a problem.
Oh, look at that. Look at the knee right into the forearm. 3 straight times.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it's sending pain right through my body. Double D just standing on that injured hand. Misses the stomp there, though. But can Tommy Dean fight through the pain? Well, he can avoid, and that's the smartest thing right now. He's literally a one-armed man in a wrestling contest.
Yeah, that's about as good as if you were in a
Duck
boxing
underneath.
match.
Spin kick there. Down goes D. Dean with the hook of the leg.
Erica.
All the way to cross Double D's.
Woo. Woo. Erica, that was close. It's okay, though. We're good. D's still in this. Dean's trying to rally this crowd, but it's not going to do him any good.
Charges in. Running forearm. And again, one arm, Irish whip. And again with the running forearm, European style.
We're in America. He should use the American forearm.
Oh, sure. If it were London Calling.
Oh, wait, no, defacer.
Defacer, down goes Tommy Dean. And Tommy Dean with great ring awareness.
No. There was a 3 before his foot was on that bottom rope.
No, referee
yes, it
said
was.
That foot was on the rope.
His foot was placed there. His foot was placed there at the last minute. Berm, I can't believe you actually are siding with a cheater like Dean.
How is that cheating?
What do you mean he put his foot there after the 3 count and then convinced the referee that it was only a 2?
Tommy Dean out of the way. No convincing needed there as Double D crashed and burned And Tommy Dean now with a golden opportunity in front of him.
This ain't for a title, Burnham. There's no gold here.
Dean going to the top rope. Can he steady himself?
No!
Frog splash.
No,
from the top.
This cannot happen.
Hooks
This
the
cannot
leg.
happen.
Oh, what the?
Oh, yes! Wow!
Oh, sure.
The
Now it's
wherewithal.
not cheating.
The
Now it's not
wherewithal.
cheating.
No, that was great
Erica
ring
blatantly puts the foot on the rope.
No, she didn't.
Yes,
he put his
she
foot
did.
there. He put his foot on the
No.
rope. You cannot give Double D props when he deserves it. He had the ring savvy enough to get his foot on the bottom rope. Not like that cheater Dean did earlier.
Tommy Dean irate, and Tommy Dean looking for the second opportunity here. Is he going to try to go coast to coast?
What, he can't go to California to Washington, D.C.?
Not what that means. Dean perched again on that second, on the top rope.
Oh, yes!
Oh, my God!
Oh, no. Did he try to fly and realize he didn't have wings? I guess he forgot his Red Bull this morning, didn't he?
And Double D quickly to the outside, grabbing Tommy Dean, throwing him back in.
Here, hold on. Let me call this for you, Burnham. Here it comes. So twice is a defacer.
And D hooking the leg. And that is all she wrote.
Your winner, Double D!
Well, it's only appropriate that a man named Double D uses his defacer twice. Double the defacer, and that is a win for Double D.
Double D taking advantage of the early injury in the match to Tommy Dean's left hand. Despite attempting to valiantly fight through the rest of the match,
He ends up a loser again.
still unable.
A loser. Go ahead, say it, Burnham.
No, I'm not going to classify him as a loser.
Why? He lost.
It goes down in the record books as a loss, yes.
Okay, that's all that matters.
He's a loser.
It is. He didn't win the title when he had the chance, and he lost here when he could have really built up some momentum heading into some other particular chance. But guess what?
Careful what you ask, Jordan.
Can I get a quick word? So I was just watching in the back, and you handled Tommy Dean tonight. You made it to the finals of this year's Ryder Cup. So I wanted to come out here and ask you, what's next?
Doesn't everybody want to know what's next for the definition of definition? The abtastic one. The core that makes you want more. Mr. Abs himself, Double D.
He's not a double door.
WFC faithful disagree.
Blatant disrespect.
See that right there? The disrespect I'm being shown right now is absurd.
Absolutely.
Apparently he heard you.
And I expect better out of all you people, and I am ashamed of all of you people. When you're in the presence of a winner like Double D, you should be on your feet cheering. At Thanksgiving, you should have been giving thanks that you get to see Double D.
Yes.
And at Christmas, you can only hope and wish for the gift of Double D.
It's a glorious gift.
As for what's next for Double D, I don't care what you say, because I'm a winner. And no matter what you say, I'm going to be feeling great, because not only do I have $1 million body, but I got $1 billion brain, and I'm going to keep these two beautiful blue eyes on the main event, because I have a very big interest in who has that WFC championship gold at the end of this night, because I think, and I know all of you think, that gold would look fantastic on my absolutely fabulous waist.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Double D.
That's enough talking now. And that's now what Double D set his sights on, is exactly what he should. He has had the best rookie year, I think, of anybody I've ever seen come through that WFC curtain, and he deserves a title shot.
Well, Double D has made it quite clear he's paying attention to the main event, and we are about to get to that main event.
I don't even know why we're doing this
Tim
rematch.
Rockwell,
why is this even happening?
Because Paul Puerto Rico won a 4-way match, which included Double D.
Doesn't matter.
To become the #1 contender to the WFC championship.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's getting a second chance. Like I said, it could be second, third, fourth, fifth.
Tim Rockwell, you're
fixing
fixing to face Paul Puerto Rico for the second time. What's your thoughts on tonight's match?
My thought is the same as it was on October 13th. Paul can't beat me. You see, I've outsmarted Paul. And see, tonight, I admit it on November 10th that I cheated. I cheated to beat Paul. You're right, I did. But guess who won? Did Paul win? No, I won. So tonight, I will utilize my villains because there is no Dexter. There is no Striker. Tim Rockwell runs the show. So tonight, Shirley and Tim Rockwell are taking over.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, he's not.
Paul Puerto Rico, tonight is your second opportunity facing Tim Rockwell. The last match that you guys had didn't go quite in your favor. What's your thoughts going into tonight's match?
You know, Zach, I'm going to tell you my thoughts right quick. October 13th, I let it slip away out of my fingers. Tim pulled the wool over my eyes again. That's okay. I have a second opportunity that I didn't think that I was going to be able to get. Tonight, Tim Rockwell loses to Paul Puerto Rico. He might have all the villains and keep me from beating him again tonight, and that's not going to happen because I have brought an army. Tim, you asked for it, Tim Rockwell. I have brought it to you. I have brought the Space Age Army.
and evil is torn between this. All that I can't be is this. All that you will see is this. Tell me who won next. When I'm coming through, the only thing you should do is protect your neck and chest. I won't even say I'm the best. You should feel blessed to even share the same sport as someone who owns the Midwest. I could care less, agree or disagree. It's simple math, 1 plus infinity can still not equal me. So please believe that it's an impossibility to walk past me when I'm the god of the beat. I was born to be great, was born to make you irate, to cause a debate. I was born in the hate, I'm loving the state that I'm in. You can call me a fake and tell me you hate me. I'm just your natural born villain to date, B. And what you gotta say to me? What you gotta say to me, huh? Cause I'm a natural born. Good and evil is torn between it. All that I can't be is this. All that you will see is this. Cause I'm a natural born. Good and evil is torn between it. All that I can't be is this. All that you will see is this. Limelight, when I step in it's my light, it's my night to do just whatever I like. And you don't have to like me, hate me, degrade me, but nobody's good enough to face me. To that there's no debating. I'm saying the hardest working man looks lazy when putting the tail of the tape against me. Face it, this ain't even competition no more. Being this way comes easy and for you.
One fall. It is your main event for the evening. It is for the WFC Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, representing the Space Age Heroes. He hails from Plymouth, Puerto Rico. He is the extraterrestrial Paul Puerto Rico. And introducing now his opponent, he is your reigning and defending WFC Heavyweight Champion, representing the villains. He is the villain from the VILL, Tim Rockwell.
Introductions out of the way in this main event contest as Tim Rockwell hands the championship belt over to referee Chance Snodgrass, who will display it to the crowd with an eerie sense of deja vu here, as it feels like it was just a couple of months ago.
Oh, it's probably because it was.
In this position.
It was just a couple months ago.
Will the ending be the same this time? Bell sounds. We are underway. Main event right here. And Tim Rockwell immediately to the outside. It was February 3rd, 2018, when Tim Rockwell defeated Mr. Nasty for the WFC Championship, putting Mr. Nasty out of WFC after doing so. And he would not return until the 7th anniversary show. For almost 10 months, Tim Rockwell has reigned as WFC champion. He has led the villains in a reign of terror over this company.
You know what's interesting about all this is you were talking about the 10-month reign. This is my second. Oh, wait a minute.
And
yes.
Are you kidding me? No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has disqualified Tim Rockwell.
I run this show. There is no striker. There is no Dexter. This match is officially no disqualification.
Well,
he is the president.
The president. All right, so Tim Rockwell says, I want to I want to continue on. I mean, he could have walked away with the championship right there.
And that goes to show the kind of champion that Tim Rockwell is. The match was officially over, and he's essentially giving Paul his third chance now. As I was saying, Burnham, it is almost 2 years ago to the date that I made my WFC debut here, and it was on that very night that Tim Rockwell was defending the WFC championship then, and here we are 2 years later, and I feel honored and privileged to still be here and calling the WFC championship matchup, and the WFC champion is Tim Rockwell.
Rockwell and Shirley, the notorious duo that they are being right here, as Rockwell,
he's got the edge of that.
He's just yanking it into Paul Puerto Rico's abdominal area, and now just slamming it in there as well. Again, fans, no disqualifications, says Tim Rockwell.
That means anything goes.
That's right. Is that the decision has to occur in the ring, be it submission or pinfall. And Tim Rockwell grinding Shirley into Paul Puerto Rico there. Puerto Rico is basically outside the view of our ring table here. He's down along the ringside area. We can't see him from our vantage point, but Rockwell now throwing or casting Shirley aside, basically. He's done with her, and it's going to go work on Puerto Rico throwing the extraterrestrial back into the ring. Puerto Rico grabbing his midsection. Obviously, a lot of damage having been done.
Shirley lended her hand. Shirley lended her hand very well. Oh, right into the gut.
Tim Rockwell softening up Paul Puerto Rico in that midsection, knowing full well that there's nothing that can stop him, and now stripping Puerto Rico of his t-shirt.
Oh, and yeah, that's where it belongs. And down it goes.
And I can hear one of the WFC faithful say that's just nasty, and that's right.
Oh, you know what else was nasty earlier? That clothesline that we saw from Riker that took Bishop Nasty out of his boots. And that just goes to show.
I still want to know why. I still want to know why Riker did that, but I'm going to find that out later. Right now, I want to focus on this main event. Rockwell up to the second rope, off. Diving fist.
We might as well just start planning the Christmas show at this point, because we already know the end result of this matchup. Now Paul Puerto Rico's third opportunity at the WFC Championship, thanks to our gracious president and reigning WFC champion, the natural-born villain Tim Rockwell.
Rockwell obviously is not satisfied with just fighting Puerto Rico, but right now he may regret allowing this match to continue.
Whatever, that knee didn't think so, did it?
Well, the timing very well placed there for Tim Rockwell.
When is Paul going to learn? There's never going to be a time. There's never going to be a place. Paul cannot beat Tim.
Well, Paul did beat Tim, but Tim decided to restart the match.
He didn't beat Tim. I didn't see.
He won by disqualification.
But he wasn't champion, was he?
No, he was not that.
Okay, so guess what? It doesn't matter if he won by a DQ. He's not the champion, so did he really win? No, he didn't win no title.
And Puerto Rico for a third time, coming back, big vicious chop across the chest by Puerto Rico. Irish whip reversed by Tim Rockwell. Rockwell, again with a measured knee right to the gut of Paul Puerto Rico. From the opening moments of this match, this restarted match, and now,
the claw!
Rockwell going in for the abdominal claw.
You may not want to admit it, Burnham. I know it would pain you to do so, so I'll just spell it out for everybody. You probably can't stand the fact that Tim has had the advantage in this matchup almost from the very start, from the very second that his previous match began. And it has been all Tim Rockwell.
Well, it may not be that way much longer. Rockwell taking Tim over. And Tim quickly to the outside. Again, no disqualifications.
Oh, hey!
Well, that's really the best use I've seen that Berryman has been.
What did Berryman do to anybody?
He showed up.
Oh, and you're one to talk to again.
Puerto Rico in the ring as Rockwell looks around. He's got no John Cross, no Alex Royal. He's got no villains here.
Where are my villains at?
Apparently Tim doesn't realize what JD did.
Royal was stolen. Royal was stolen, Tim.
And Tim gonna make his way outside. And again, eerily reminiscent of the last confrontation between the two. It's Rockwell on a quest here to try to find the villains.
Well, I don't know what. Why is Paul pursuing Tim?
Why is Tim trying to leave the arena? Some of our security members block him in.
They're not blocking. He's not leaving. He's not trying to leave.
Really? He looks like he's trying to get out of here.
He's looking for the villains, like you said.
Tim now making his way through the crowd. Puerto Rico catching up to him. Some of our WFC faithful getting up close and personal. And again, fans, no disqualification.
Yeah, this looks extremely similar to what we saw back at the 7th anniversary show.
It certainly was. And Puerto Rico throwing Rockwell over the top.
Now Paul's just looking to get this back in the ring just so that he has whatever chance he may feel
and
like
Rockwell
he has.
quickly scurries to the outside again. Rockwell knows he is safe on the outside. He cannot be pinned. He cannot be submitted on the outside.
Where you going, Terry? Match is over.
Exactly.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Well, Puerto Rico said he had an army. And that army has showed up to fight.
What? This is ridiculous. What is this?
And look who's leading that army. The man that Tim Rockwell kicked out of the villains, Stephen Cruz, front and center. Space Age there, Canadian Red Devil, Tommy Dean, Sam Stackhouse, Luke Langley. And I know that roll up there by Puerto Rico.
Oh no, but
Rockwell trying to go.
yes, Rockwell driver.
Not good enough, not there yet either. Scoop power slam by Puerto Rico.
Only a 2 though, only a 2 count.
Grapevine DDT, no, yes.
Got it.
DDT.
That's it.
That should be it. A valiant effort by Puerto Rico. And he's still going. Puerto Rico kicked out of that.
I don't even know how you saw the kick out with one man, Sam, standing right in my way. Get out of the way.
Sam's nice, he stays out of my way.
Hey, no.
Gemini now up on
Oh,
the
what
ring
is
apron.
this? What is this? This is cheap.
No disqualification.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Gemini.
That's Gemini.
Wait.
What? There's Reed. That was Reed under the Gemini mask.
Oh, wait, hey.
And look who's got the chain. Puerto Rico has the chain. Cruz telling the army to surround the ring. We got an impromptu lumberjack match going on now.
This is so unfair.
Puerto Rico charges in. It's met again. Tim trying to go for the grapevine again. Puerto Rico switches around. Puerto Rico!
No!
Grapevine DDT by Puerto Rico!
No! This is wrong! This is
And
so wrong!
Puerto Rico to the top rope. Puerto Rico down on Tim Rockwell.
No! No!
It's over. It's over.
Your winner and true WFC Heavyweight Champion, full horsepower,
10-month reign of terror of the villain and Tim Rockwell has come to an end. Paul Puerto Rico has defeated Tim Rockwell. And Paul Puerto Rico is the new WFC champion. Zach Price trying to get a word as new champion.
Congratulations on your big win tonight. How did the match go for you? And tell us a little bit about your thoughts about being the new heavyweight champion.
How'd that go? It ended up like I wanted it, but my ribs are really hurting. He did a good one on me. Thank you, Tim. Without you, this would have never happened.
There you have it. Words from your new WFC heavyweight champion.
Alexander up a little late to the party here, but join the rest of the Washington roster as they celebrate the new WFC champion, Paul Puerto Rico. The truth once and for all. That is exactly what he did.
I don't know what to say. I really have no words.
Paul Puerto Rico making his way around to the WFC station. Thanks every single one of them. For their blood, sweat, and belief. Wherever they ever want to be, they kept fighting like he was fighting. He kept fighting. He came out victorious. Great night. Paul Puerto Rico, your new WFC champion. Great day. Victorious tonight. Fans, we thank you for tuning in and watching this. In 2 weeks, we're right back here at Claremore for the WFC Christmas show with Travis Ballhart, who is still stunned beyond belief. I'm CM Burnham. Thank you for watching, and so long from the Cedar State.